Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today we are going to be discussing 3 new fragrances that you have asked me about in my DMs on Instagram. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. First, we are going to be talking about the one that is truly a hot commodity at this point. We're going to be talking about Ariana Grande's Cloud Pink. So I saw that this was coming out probably the day before it came out. I had a bunch of questions asking me on that Sunday, like the 13th or something like that, if I was going to get it. So I went on ahead and I purchased it. I expected to like it. I expected it to remind me of one or more of the fragrances she's released because I'm starting to see that kind of redundancy from her line. That's not a dig. Ariana Grande definitely has a target audience. It's a celebrity fragrance. I'm not sure, how much she's into being a perfumer, but it's probably on the back burner, in regards to the rest of her life, like her singing, her acting, plays, messing with married men, if you believe the tabloids. Ooh, I didn't have to go there, but I did. So when we're talking about Ariana Grande's Pink Cloud or Cloud Pink, one of them. So this is definitely targeted towards like 16 to 24, 25-year-old to me. You can wear it no matter what age because I am about to be 43 in December and I've definitely been wearing it and I like it. So I want to go over the notes with you guys really quickly because according to Fragrantica, in the top we have pitaya, pineapple, and wild berries. In the middle, we have coconut water, vanilla orchid, and ambrette. And then in the base, we have praline, musk, moss, and amberwood. I love the notes. I love the smell. I'll tell you this, it smells very different when you put it on a stick versus your skin or your clothes, and let your body, warm up the fragrance on your clothes. This is really nice. It is very youthful, fun, and flirty. Nothing wrong with it. The moment I smelled it, I got the cloud in it. I also felt like it was similar to God is a Woman and Thank You Next without such a sour or tart note. This is pretty. I love the wild berries. I love the pineapple as it's on my skin, and the heat, it just plays beautifully because it's been super hot in the Midwest. I'm pretty sure like Texas and other places, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just been silly, silly hot. I love the musk in here. So I don't have any complaints other than I'm going to gift this to my daughter as I have all of the fragrances darn near. I kept Thank You Next and just finished that bottle last week actually. And I think I have Ari. And that's more so because I have the shower gel and the lotion to it. This line really isn't for me in terms of needing it in my collection, but I do gift them to my daughters, and my favorites I give to my 10-year-old so that they're still here in the house and I can wear them when I want. I wear Mod Blush and Mod Vanilla all the time. The packaging is hideous and I don't have room on my shelf, which is why I gifted them to her. So I don't have anything bad to say. If you loved Cloud, Thank You Next, God is a Woman, you're going to like this. It is fun, fruity, flirty. And it's only $68 for a 3.4 fluid ounce. So if you like fruity fragrances with a beautiful amount of sweetness, if you were a super fan of Cloud, but you wouldn't mind having it buried up a bit with a little bit of pineapple, then it smells so good. It just smells good. So I like it. I'm not saying anybody has to run out and get it, but if you're not somebody who's stuck on niche fragrances, or you're not someone who takes everything so seriously with fragrance and you just want to smell good, then I'd say go ahead and get your hands on this one. And before I forget, this one is a topper upper for me because I love the opening. If you are a heavy sprayer and you spray your clothes and the heat that's happening right now, by lunchtime, you're going to need to re-up. I think that in the coolness of fall, this might last maybe 6 hours. But if you have a long day, you're going to want to top this up. I don't think it's heavy. I mean, the packaging isn't heavy, it's plastic. So throw it in your purse, take it with you, top up when you're ready to get that opening in that mid again. and it easily transitions from a daytime fragrance to a nighttime fragrance. You can absolutely Netflix and chill or go on a date with this one, go out for drinks. It smells feminine. There's a little bit of sexiness to it, but I think I attributed that to more of a fun flirty than a sexy. However, depending on your mood and your attitude, you can make a fragrance whatever you want. If you feel sexy wearing it, so be it. So again, I like it. The next one we're going to talk about is from the House of Lancome, and this is called Idol Now. You know what? Let me just go over the other Idols because I used to have them all in my collection. I no longer have the original, although it is still one of my favorite rose fragrances of all time, and I do plan to repurchase. The Intense is a super musky rose, and I loved it while I had it. It's not something I need to repurchase right now. I don't need it in my collection. I have plenty of rose fragrances at the moment. Aura, I really loved, and then I realized that every time I wore it, I got something different. It was never the same. And that was fun at first, but then it just became annoying. So that's also not a repurchase for me. And I had them all in this 1 ounce. The packaging on this is just so neat to me. I mean, the concept, it's just unique. So, and then we came to Le Nectar, or Parfum Le Nectar, and I am getting ready to finish. Like, the bottle that I have of that is way down at the bottom. It'll be gone tomorrow. I literally have just been wearing it like nonstop over the past week and a half, and just using it because I have a 1.7 fluid ounce backup bottle. So I'm like, let's just go ahead and get rid of the 1 ounce. No need to have two. And I really do think that that one is my favorite one. But when I think about how much I miss the original, I don't know. They're different enough that I can love them both equally. But Le Nectar was the one I was left with. So with Now, when I purchased it, they sent a sample, and the sample had spilled a little bit, and I was in love with what I smelled. So we're going to try it again today. Going to go ahead and get this sprayed out here and see if what I was smelling is really... See, it's just... There's something so... It's different from Nectar. This one is like... I feel like it's... Guys, I can't even begin to explain this to you or why I like it more than Nectar. I think I like it more than Nectar because it's not as dryer sheet chalky as Nectar. So this one has a beautiful, almost now later sweetness to me. I smell hard candy sweetness in this. And that's just what's coming to my mind right now. I just instantly thought of Now Laters, which is something I have not had in God knows how long, but it just smells like that kind of sweetness. Not necessarily the taste of a Now Later, but that's just what I thought of. And less dryer sheet chalky. It's still there. I think that that is something that is really prominent in all of them, but not so much in the original. I get more of a watery rose in the original, but there's this chalky dryer sheet thing that this line does that I love, but then also wonder why I love. So it's good. If you like Aura, the Nectar one, those two, then you're going to like this one. I'm ready to stop. These houses, these brands, they find a hit. I think that when you look at the contrast of the original to the Intense, that makes sense. Okay, that is a true flanker. Something that shares something in common, but is different enough to not make it so redundant and pointless. And then Aura shifted completely from those first two. But when you talk about Aura as a base, and then you look at Nectar, and then you look at this one, I'm just like, nah, come on. I don't think we need all three. You really could just get rid of Aura and the Nectar and keep the Now, or either one of the three. I don't think we need them all. So Lancome, the Idol line is a hit. I'm sure you picked a beautiful young lady in Zendaya or Zendaya. I've heard it. I don't, pronounce both ways, but she's a great face to it. But let's stop. I just feel like at this point we've done it. If the type of rose and the type of dryer sheet chalky thing that you're doing is what you're going for, what else could you possibly do? I mean, y'all are going to have to throw in some oud or switch the flower to orange blossom, or, I hate to say jasmine because y'all know I'm so over that and it pulls soapy to me now. So, but something will have to change if you're going to keep this up. Otherwise, it's just a money grab. And those of us who are paying attention really get irritated when you guys do that. So I like it. I think it smells very good. I am going to use it up. I'm going to enjoy it. Let me tell you something. The Le Nectar Parfum, or Parfum, I should probably really know what the name of this is because I keep talking about it, but I get so many compliments with that one. People seem to be blown away by that, and it's been fun wearing it and finishing it up. So I'm gonna wear it again tomorrow. Like I'm talking about every day, you guys. Just going through the bottle, finishing it up, and the compliments never cease. People who smelled it already are like, "Oh, you're wearing that again. I love it so much." And newer people who are just like, "Wow, you really smell good today." And I'm like, "Thanks." So I expect nothing less of this one. I don't know that the people around me are going to be able to tell the difference. I think it's similar enough to people who aren't really into perfume and instead just know if something smells good. They probably won't notice the difference. And again, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point then? If it smells the same, what's the point? But I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. I just don't think that is necessary if you have Aura or the Le Nectar Parfum. Last but not least, we're going to talk about that fan favorite, that cult favorite, the Sugarful line from Michelle Germaine. So I love the original Sugarful. I ended up gifting all of them to my daughter who was away at college because while I love the aesthetic look of the packaging, it's like a sugar bottle. When you spray it, the rim around it gets really, really wet. It annoys me to no end. And therefore, even though I love the juice of these fragrances, with this packaging, it's a no-go for me. However, I'm still going to purchase the new releases. I'm going to play around with them. I'm going to talk about them. And then I'm going to gift them to my daughter because she loves the line. So Sugarful was great. Loved it. It's all gone. She used that one up. Sugarful in Spice is probably my favorite in smell. However, because I only crave it from like Halloween through Christmas, it's like that holiday type of vibe. I can't put it the highest on the list. I love Dream and I love Sunshine. That pineapple is so good. So this time they released Sugarful Kiss, which is a cherry fragrance. And I will tell you now, the first time I sprayed this, it was cherry Robitussin. I was so scared. I was like, oh man, eventually they're going to come out with something in the line that you don't like. So, hey, if they came out with 4 or 5, let me see. Sugarful and Spice, Dream, Sunshine. If they came out with 4 and you were rocking with them, then we're gonna go ahead and say, the 5th one is just a draw. However, it started to change and it was even better on my skin and my clothes. Now, for those of you who've been around, I don't skin spray on a regular basis, only when I'm first testing something the first 2 or 3 times, so that I can give you a full account of what I'm getting on my skin versus my clothes versus in the air versus on the stick. So I just want to be true and authentic as I can, as true and authentic as I can when giving you my review. So here are the notes for Sugarful Kiss. In the top, we have cherry, strawberry, and orange peel. In the middle, you have peony, my favorite floral note, red freesia, and passion flower. And then in the base, you have sugar, musk, and sandalwood. Where's the problem? Nowhere. I love all of these notes. This smells divine. I'm going to tell you, this is not your Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. This is not your Venom of Love. This is not your Burning Cherry from K.I.L.E. They've done something completely different. They just decided to give us a cherry fragrance with a beautiful strawberry note. And I love the passion flower and the peony in this. This is not as, I think this scent is a little bit more mature. And I'm not talking about like, you know, something you expect your grandmother to wear. I just mean when you compare it to Sugarful, this one has more substance. I think a little bit more thought was given to this one. I think that they see that what they thought was probably going to be the target audience of teens to early 20s, you really have women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s loving these. So they're giving us a little something more, a little more pizzazz in terms of smelling more grown woman-ish versus, just super youthful and super fun and flirty and carefree. This one, I think you could really, enjoy and Have that air about you that, you know how people try to play Juicy Couture, you know, like the Viva La Juicy line, like, oh, I've just aged out of that. Oh, I'm just so much more sophisticated. If you think about the sugarful line as something like that for a teenager, this is one that will probably allow you to open up your mind and say, okay, I can rock that one. So I'm going to tell you now, I pair this with the Black Cherry Fizz from Ombre Bijou. I think it's what it's called. I meant to bring it to talk about it here, but I'll put a picture up. Baby, let me tell you something. The substance here. So Black Cherry Fizz is just a beautiful concoction. It smells so good. The butterfluff, the oil, and I know Ombre Bijou is closed right now, but she'll be back in September. Let me tell y'all something. Pair the two, and it'll change your life. You can thank me now and thank me later. So, this is one that you top up as well. If you're going to be wearing this one, I suggest to do it for like a date night or somewhere, you know, when you're going to be out in the fall, not so much in this heat that's going on now. And you're going to pick this up on a breeze. You're going to carry this to, you know, everyone around you on the breeze of a fall night. None of the line is just extensive when it comes to the longevity or even the projection after a few hours. So, and again, with this packaging, who wants to throw this in their purse? So I think you have to utilize it for what it's for. You're either going to carry it in your purse or you are going to use it for something where you know you're only going to be out for 2 to 3 hours. That's just my opinion. Heavy, heavy, heavy spray, and it still just doesn't project and last like I would like it to. Still smells good. Again, like 3.4 fluid ounces for like $64 or $68 or something like that. You just can't beat it. And I just like the line. This is still my least favorite from the line, but it's wearable to me. Take that with a grain of salt. Do with that what you will. I've already admitted I'm not keeping it in my collection. I have much better cherry fragrances, but I do cherry fragrances that I like more. I'm not going to say better. But if you're looking for a break from everybody trying to duplicate Tom Ford's Lost Cherry and all of the dark, heavy chocolate, smoky, decadent, Kayali and Vanilla Love type of cherry fragrances, then this might be fun for you. Get you a nice cherry body lotion, or maybe even what is this limeade cherry thing? I'm looking at over here from cherry limeade from Bath and Body Works. This line, I have the shower gel, the body lotion, and this. I don't think I have the spray in this though. I don't think so. So if you have the spray, that you just might want to do the whole thing. And I think it would pair well with this as well. So that's all I got. So to wrap things up a bit, I do like all three of these. I don't need any of them in my collection. I'm definitely going to keep the Idol one, but each of my daughters will be gaining a new perfume with the Cloud Pink and the Sugarful Kiss. But they are nice. Sometimes you just want something that's budget friendly, and when you talk about the quantity and the price, you're 3.4 fluid ounces for less than $70 on both. And something new, something that you don't already own. Even though I don't think I have anything in my collection that smells like Sugarful Kiss, but come on. The familiarity of Cloud Pink with Cloud and Thank You Next and God is a Woman is just, again, not needed. However, for those of you who have a big collection, maybe you don't own any of the Sugarfuls, maybe you're looking for a new cherry, maybe you loved Cloud so much and you just want to collect them all, go ahead and have fun. Who am I to sway you? Do what's best for you. If you are still here, please do not forget to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, comment. Let me know if you have any of these, if you've tried them, if you're curious about them, where you are with them, if you've experienced them. Give me all the deets. Are you keeping them in your collection? Did you return them? Give me all the juicy stuff. Don't forget to share me across all your social media platforms, and also select the notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. I have a lot coming. I have a declutter coming, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Do I want to do this now? Maybe. So I have a fragrance giveaway to do. And I'll talk about it here, but in my next video is where I'll give you instructions on how you can win it. So the lovely, amazing, incomparable Trill Noel of Harmony Perfumes has gifted a bottle to me to gift to you guys. So this is my personal bottle of Vanilla X Squared. I don't know if you guys are checking for Harmony Perfumes, but you should. If you're a vanilla lover, he just came out with an entire vanilla fragrance line. You can go order samples from him, or you can just go ahead and order you some bottles outright. He did give me a discount code specifically for us. That'll be in the next video as well. But if you go to Harmony, I believe it's harmony.net, y'all, this smells so good to me. This is one of the most, now I do not layer, but I could see how people keep talking about this is one of the best layering vanillas they've ever smelled. This also is perfectly unisex to me in the sense that it does not smell male. I mean, it does not smell masculine or feminine. It just smells great. And I think it is sexy as I don't know what on anybody and everybody who would wear it. So I'm going to be giving a bottle of this away. Again, I'll be telling you how to enter the giveaway in my next video. I do want to say I thank you so much to Trill. Like, his bottles of perfume are like 180 and up. He might have some for 160, but for him to come through as a up and coming perfumer, someone who's only been doing this for like 2 or 3 years or something like that, and it's not easy to give away full bottles like that. But because you guys have been rocking with him, you've been going and buying samples and buying bottles, he wanted to show his appreciation because my subscribers are that deal. You guys are, you're very supportive of up and coming perfumers on Instagram and stuff like that. And you always check in on someone that I mentioned to you guys. And I love that. And I appreciate that. And I haven't heard any complaints about anything from Harmony. And I haven't had any complaints with the bottles I purchased with my own coin. So I'm grateful to him. Guys, if you go and look at his website, it is so interactive. Wait till y'all see it. If you've been on his website and you have looked at his vanilla line, what is it? Vanilla cotton candy, vanilla cherry, vanilla chai, vanilla coffee, vanilla tobacco. I think he's working on vanilla marshmallow right now and vanilla pineapple. He has these contests where if you're on his Instagram, you can vote for the notes you want to be in his next perfume, or you can vote for the next perfume he wants to come up with. Like, I think he had a contest to say, should I work on or create vanilla pineapple first or vanilla marshmallow first? So as much as we talk about these houses and we wish we could reach out to the perfumer and say, hey, with that Chloe Nomad, won't you dial it back on the patchouli a bit? It'd be perfect. Or on that Kayali Gold Royale sugared patchouli thing, dial it back on the patchouli, dial it back on the oud. Like, we wish we had access to perfumers like that when we have something that we're on the cusp of loving, but something deters us. Well, not saying that you can, sway him and have him. I think he does make custom fragrances though for you. I'm not sure, but you get to just be a part of a group think, like this think tank that comes out with fragrances. I think it's about as close as you're going to get, because you're not going to get that access to a Versace or Gucci or, even a Mansetta perfume. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. Make sure you subscribe to him on Instagram. And again, in my next video, I'm going to be giving you all the details about how you can win a full-size bottle of Vanilla X Squared from Harmony Perfumes. As always, I love talking to you guys in the comments, so I want to see you there. It's been a minute, I know, but your girl is back in full effect, and we have a lot to talk about. So I'll see you in the comments, and until then, bye.